hotel, 20 million. Swipe and pay, Dad. Fast and without cash. That's how I play. How do you play Monopoly?
It's sickening. I can't watch it anymore. It bothers me. And you know, aside from the fact that, and kind of like what we did last week in the Netherlands at the C1000 stores, you can take your cell phone, put it on the little Fibonacci spiral mark of the beast thing, and receive money and pay for your merchandise. You know, I believe in brainwashing and programming and indoctrinating and bringing people around. Remember in Revelation 13, the false prophet, he's not forcing anybody to receive the mark. Nobody's got a gun to their head. Nobody's being drugged and placed into a coma and then tattooed with a mark or given a microchip implant. That's not how it's going to happen. It's not going to be done by force. The Bible says he causes all, small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, 6 groups of people. He causes them. The indoctrination of buying and selling without using paper money is being done right now. And now you've got monopoly. And everybody says, oh, that's such a, don't worry about that, Pastor Mike. Well, okay, I'll still go on playing Monopoly. But I'm telling you, it's about, and there was a child on this thing, getting used to, hey, swiping a card and using your hand and things like that so that no man might buy or sell. We're going to talk a little bit more about DNA today. And I was real tempted to just go back and start from the very beginning and just do an in-depth study on DNA. And I still may do that. Just kind of freshen up the video that we made last year. And there's some new information that I have. And even today, there's a guy sending me some stuff. And I'm looking at it and I'm going, wow. I don't know what that is yet, but it looks neat. It's about DNA and how it's formed together. And I appreciate him sending all that. But anyway, I'm going to talk about it just a little bit because there were some stories that came my way this week. One of them, this is an interesting story. It says, is it a pig or a mouse pig? Relax, I'm told. It is just a bit of DNA and not species specific. Putting mouse DNA into a pig won't affect it at all. Why then are researchers trying to bring a little piggy to market with mouse DNA spliced into the beast? The answer is simple and readily answered by people behind it, because the mouse DNA, when combined with E. coli, I thought that was a bad thing, allows for the pig to process phosphorus in a way that the pig currently cannot. So, we have this pig, but he's not all pig. He's got just a little bit of mice in him. And, really, that's going to help the pig, having a little bit of mice in him. Now, you know what? I have a thought here. I want to take my trusty King James Bible here, and I want to go to something just came to me, 1 Samuel chapter 5 on this deal. And I don't know the full extent of it. I know that they're using pigs a lot in DNA manipulation and mixing it with human DNA or human DNA in with pigs. Pigs are they are the unclean animal of the Bible. And here in 1 Samuel chapter 5, the Philistines have stolen the Ark of the Covenant. And when they decide that the Ark of the Covenant is killing everybody, it's a bad deal for the Philistines. They really can't handle the Ark of the Covenant. They decide, hey, we need to get rid of this thing. So they send it back on with 2 milk cows pulling the cart, and they offer a trespass offering. In 1 Samuel chapter 5, verse 4, then they said, what shall be the trespass offering which we shall return to him? And they answered, 5 golden emerods and 5 golden mice, according to the number of the lords of the Philistines, for 1 plague was on you all and on your lords. Now, I will tell you that in this country, we don't eat mice. Okay, now we eat squirrels. I like to eat squirrels, but we don't. Some of you are going, little squirrels? Okay. Anyway, we don't eat mice in this country. They tend, mice eat trash, and we don't do that. Of course, we eat pigs, and pigs eat trash. But anyway, Here's my point on this. Messing with DNA. And I got some verses here for a little bit, but I want you to see this because God created pigs. God created them exactly the way they are, with their nature, their character, and everything. By the way, pigs don't wear pearl necklaces. So Jesus said, don't cast your pearls before the swine. Because they really don't get it. Pigs don't get it, all right? But anyway, God said in Genesis chapter 1, He said on day 6 when He created the pigs and the mice, He said, let the earth bring forth the living cattle after His kind. Cattle and creeping thing, like little mice. Beast of the earth after His kind. God created them the way they are, to be what they are, to be the kind that they are. We use the word kindred or kin folk here in this country. We talk about that to apply to people that are our family, who look like us, have similar characteristics as us and so on. And God, said, it's after their kind. One of the things that we see in the days prior to the flood, as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be at the coming of the Son of Man. Boy, was Jesus right on that deal. The Bible says in Genesis chapter 6, verse 11, the earth also was corrupt before God. What had happened? The earth was filled with violence. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way on the earth. All flesh, pigs and mice and monkeys and dinosaurs and everything, they had corrupted themselves on the earth. And God said, okay, I gotta get rid of this, and we gotta start all over again. I've got some clean animals laying around here, and I'm going to save them. Noah, the Bible says Noah was perfect in his generations, in his genes. Now, also in Genesis chapter 6, here is where, we look at the story of the sons of God and the daughters of men. The three, and they came together. That makes the number 6. We're in Genesis chapter 6. And you see this imagery of the two triangles fused together, the hexagram, or they call the seal of Solomon, or whatever it is. But that's what that is talking about. And of course, some of the scholars, the sons of God were the lineage of Seth, and the daughters of men were the lineage of Cain, and they mixed. And the Bible doesn't say that. Okay, the sons of God, the angelic realm, they fell. They left their first estate. They committed folly, God said, and they fused together with human women, and they created a hybrid race. Now, this is what we're talking about here: the mouse pig. It's a hybrid type of animal. It's just between us, it shouldn't be allowed to exist. I think that man is on the verge of being a danger to himself. Genesis chapter 11, let us make us a name, let us build us a city and a tower. They use 46 words there, the chromosomes of mankind. I think God's going to have to come down again and say, you know what, they can't do this. I don't know what it's going to take for God to do that, but I think we're getting there again. Let's explain it the way the Bible explains it. Psalm 139, verse 16. Thine eyes did see my substance, yet being unperfect, and in thy book all my members were written, which in continuance were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them. Now let me explain this verse, and I've done this in several things that we've done, but maybe you're new to the Watchman video broadcast and you've never had this explained before. David was describing DNA. In fact, he was describing it, I like this, as a book. He said, in thy book all my members were written. Now I like this because whosoever was not found written where? In the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. And God made a promise that there was some people their name would not be found written in the book of life. This right here in my hand is the book of life. It is the book that God wrote. Jesus, and you know what? In John, we always wanted to cover this verse. I'm just going all over the place today, but that's okay. We're having fun. And John chapter 6, verse 66.